Chair, I'd like to move my a motion now. Just a little bit of preamble first. We all know carbon tax, conflict of interest Carney has officially joined this corrupt Liberal NDP government. As another example, our fake feminist Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, did what he does best. He pushed to the side another female minister and replaced her with a man. Someone who is just like him, another elitist, and now carbon tax Carney is the de facto finance minister from what we see. He's also conflict of interest Carney. We learned that about that just recently because since he has become the de facto finance minister, Brookfield pension funds and Telesat have gotten payments from the government. Coincidence? I think that there's something going on there. Also, carbon tax Carney is going to reap the benefits of getting all the power and all the money without any accountability for the position that he's been given by the Prime Minister. And he gets to have a seat beside the Prime Minister making influential economic policy for the country, and is shielded by the conflict of interest laws because he is hired by the Liberal Party and not an office holder here or sworn in as an office holder. So we have a motion before committee that I had tabled earlier. I don't think this should take much debate. I think it's a no-brainer that, to have an economic advisor to the Prime Minister and a two-time central banker before the House of Commons Finance Committee should be something I think all of us should be calling on. On Tuesday, the NDP voted to call on carbon tax conflict of interest Carney to the Ethics Committee. So they were in favor of that. And
thank you. I'm not comfortable with disrespecting a Canadian's name. So if you could address someone as Mr., Ms., Miss, but I think we can leave the disrespectful adjectives out of the
what you're asking for is respect.
So last spring, just to add to that, the bloc member, Mr. Saint-Marie, in this committee voted in favor to call Mr. Carbon Tax Carney to the committee. And I was listening in question period. Mr. Davies also asked a question on carbon tax Carney today. So I think that this motion should pass with ease. So I'd like to move that the committee invite the Prime Minister's Special Advisor, Mark Carney, to appear by himself for 3 hours, no later than October 4th, 2024, to address his role with the Liberal Party of Canada, economic, fiscal, and monetary policy.
Thank you, Helen. I do have a speaking order, but also I just want to, members, we do have witnesses that are giving us great testimony on our changes to capital gains, and we would like to get back to them. But I've got MP Saint-Marie and then MPS Bendayan, and then MP Davies after that.
Merci, Monsieur.
Thank you very much, Chair. The same motion was moved before the Ethics Committee, and my colleague, René Villemieux, voted against it. I will vote against this motion for the same reason. Mr. Carney is not an official, not an employee, nor a representative of the Finance Department. He is an advisor to the Liberal Party, and it is not our duty to bring before this committee a political advisor. And that was what was said. With respect to the motion of last spring, I will vote against this.
President, while I appreciate the motion that my colleague put on the table, we are in the middle of a conservative study. We have several witnesses that haven't spoken, and therefore, Mr. Chair, I move to adjourn debate.
Okay. The question is to adjourn the debate on the motion. Mr. Baker?
In favor.
Ms. Zarowitz? Mr. Sorbara?
En favor.
Ms. Thompson?
in favor.
Madame Bendayan?
En faveur.
Mr. Chambers,
No.
Mr. Hallan,
Against.
Mr. Stewart,
Against.
Mr. Morantz,
Against.
Monsieur Sainte-Marie,
Contre.
Mr. Davies.
En faveur.
Yes pour 6, nays contre 5, 5.
Okay. Carries. So
Coalition is alive
we are
and well.
adjourned on that debate. And